All right, so we're going to start in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes, so if you're watching this in the future, then fast forward just a tad, but we're getting started here. All right, I'm just getting things set up. Oh, Val's already here. Cool, cool, cool. All right. We'll probably start like in 10 minutes, give everybody a chance to log in and stuff like that. Debbie's here already too. Cool. Good to see you. Or almost see you. I guess you guys can see him. I can't see you. So just for a sound check, since you guys, you ladies are listening, can you hear me okay? Does that sound okay? I see a smiley face from Patty. Louise is here. No problem. See you in 10. All right. Good to see you. Okay. Debbie says sound is okay. Cool. Just want to make sure. There's a little bit of delay between the video and it coming back to me on the other one. So if you guys let me know if anything's wrong or whatever. All right. We'll wait a little bit longer, let everybody log in and stuff. All right, I think I see Jim Allen over there. Cool, thanks for coming. And Sherry. I think I got everybody so far. Angela and Johnny. Cool, cool, cool. Yep, you guys get all, the main thing I'll repeat over and over again while we're waiting. Make sure that you actually have your song sheet printed out. That'll help a lot. It's not mandatory that you have it, but it'll help out a lot if you get it printed out now, and that way you can read along with me. I will have it for the people who don't have it. I can show it up here. Hopefully it's not backward. It looks backward on here, but hopefully when it's coming back, it won't be backward. Or I can just tell you the numbers. Yeah, that's backwards. So, but I can tell you the numbers of where you need to hit on what string and everything. It's actually really, really easy. So, hey, Robin. Hey, Angela. I'm upside down. Oh, the words were backward, right? I'm not upside down, right? All right, cool. Robin printed hers up. So yeah, if you can go on the Orangutan or Lion page, I put it several places. If everyone could just print up a copy, that way when we get ready to roll, people don't have questions about where is what and stuff like that. We'll get it. We'll get it. But we'll wait a little bit longer for people. There's Dawn. She said she printed it out. My friend Sarah from North Carolina. She doesn't even play ukulele yet, and she's watching. So her family has a ukulele in the house. So maybe you should learn how to play, Sarah, and then you can teach the rest of your family how to play. And there's Betty. Hey, Betty. All right. Val's ready in Australia. She's got it printed out, ready to roll. Yep, so I'll just remind everybody again, print out your sheet real quick. That way it's ready when we're ready to roll. And cool. There's Randy, one of my local friends here and a student, but we've been friends for, I don't know if it's been 10 years, but maybe longer. It's been a while, long time. And Susie from Florida. My good friend in Florida, when I go down there, I always try to look her up, and we play with her group down there. High G or low G actually will not matter for this song, the way we're playing it. You will never hit the G string unless you mess up, and then you hit a G string. So it doesn't matter on this song in particular. All right. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can verbally. So this is being recorded, I think, for Facebook Live, and hopefully it'll stay on Facebook Live so other people who didn't get to make it tonight can watch it again, and also you guys can go back and watch it again, and then I can watch it again and go, yeah, I should have not talked so much there. So there's Kelly Jolly, Knoxville, Tennessee, and Odessa there with her mom watching, Bill, Clifford. So there are some people on here that I don't know. So if you could just put in the comments where you're from. And that'd be great. And maybe how long have you been playing ukulele? You actually might meet some other ukulele people right here. It happens all the time. We get on these Facebook Live or Zooms and stuff, and then you end up finding somebody in your backyard not very far away that plays ukulele, and they get together and become friends. So there's Carolyn. All right. We'll wait a little bit longer, and I'm repeating it again. I apologize for those who've been here for a while. There's Lori Smith. Print up your worksheet now, so that way we're ready to roll when everybody gets here. It's not mandatory to have it, but it will make make the lesson a lot easier for you. Patty's from Kentucky, okay. Kelly, yep, Knoxville. Patricia's from Virginia. She's been playing ukulele for 2 months. Awesome. Way to get in there and do it. Carolyn from Nashville. Yep. All right. So, Kelly Jolly, actually, she's from Knoxville, but she actually came here to Huntsville and did a ukulele workshop for us here. And it was great. So she stayed here at my house, and we played music. It was actually a really bad night, a lot of rain and stuff. But her and her husband came and did an awesome workshop, and people still talk about it. They loved it. I think it was a 12-bar blues workshop, and people got to come up with their own lyrics, and we all sang a verse each of our own lyrics. It was great. So if you get a chance, check out Kelly Jolly. Now, hopefully you can come back, Kelly. That would be great. All right, Bill Clifford from Nashville. Right. And Val, we said earlier, she's from Australia. And so I don't know what time it is there, but it's probably early morning, so thanks for coming. What's behind the curtain, Jim wants to know. If you ever come and visit me, Jim, you'll find out. It's actually a closet right here, and the door to get out of the room is right there. Andy, what's up? I don't know where you are. You're in Florida or something, right? So I hope you guys are doing good and being safe. Don, how are you doing? Thanks for coming. So it looks like people are still arriving, so we'll wait a little bit longer, but not too much longer. I know people have busy lives with COVID going on. Everyone has certain things they do now. Everyone's in their own routine of things going on. So Val, it's lunchtime in Melbourne, Australia. Okay. It's very cold. Seriously? Oh my gosh, my wife's here. Thank you, my wife, Melanie, for coming to check it out. Susan, Indiana. Mary Lou from Huntsville. We play together all the time, or we usually do. Don from Alabama, too. That's right. I hope I didn't miss anybody, but I probably did. All right. Let's give it like 2 or 3 more minutes. I know you guys got things to do, or you guys are all in different time zones and stuff like that. So it's just about 7 here in Central Time Zone in Huntsville, Alabama. There's Kev from Georgia. Yep. And one of my students, Samantha's here. She sort of already knows how to play Carol the Bells. She's doing great. This will be like a refresher for her. And Susie, yep, from Florida. Dessa, right here in the Huntsville area, one of my other students. Don, Nashville, yep. All right, Barbara. So here's another reminder for the people who just arrived. Make sure you print up your song worksheet for Carol of the Bells, so that way the lesson will go a lot smoother for you. And also tune up your uke if you have a little time. There's Ron from Ohio, Bruce from Idaho, Robin from British Columbia, Canada, Mark Powers from Clayton, North Carolina. And I don't know if I've met Mark, but I think we've been on Zoom together or at Uke Fest together, I think, right? Jeremy from Mississippi. There's Tabitha's Creative Space. All right. Lindahl in Queensland, Australia. Yep, Tabitha's Creative Space is here in Madison, Alabama, which is actually where I live, which is right next to Huntsville. Nope, Carolyn, thank you for showing up. Thank you. Michael from the Memphis area. Oh, Ron's with you. Okay, Jim. All right, cool. Yeah, lots of Zoom, Mark. That's right. Christine from Las Vegas. Christine, all right. Peg, Texas. Colleen. I haven't met Colleen yet, but we've been on Zoom together several times, I think. And also, we're both very big Prince fans. That is our connection. And we play ukulele, so good stuff. All right. We probably will get started here. Somebody text me what time it is. I have both of my things going on right now, so I can't look at the time without logging out and coming back in. So, all right, Deidre from Maryland. All right, Fernie from Lexington, Kentucky. Susan Harder, yep. All right, 7:04. Maybe we'll wait 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Thanks for putting that in there. 7:05 now. Oh my gosh, the pressure. So, one more reminder. There's Pete McCarty from Memphis. Anybody who doesn't know Pete, friend of mine on Facebook. He does a live strum along every single day. It varies in what time he does it, depending on work and stuff like that. But check it out. It's a lot of fun. He has a book you can print out with all the songs, and lots of us show up every day. Some people show up every single day. I show up a couple of times a week, and we play different songs every time. It's a barrel of fun. It's good stuff. All right. Oh, Tabitha's saying that her mom is from Louisville. Okay. Or Louisville. However you guys say it in Louisville. Louisville. And also, I'd like to say thanks to everybody who shared this with friends and your local groups and stuff like that. It's free. I hope everyone takes advantage of it. Thank you, Jeremy, for my hair. But I hope everyone takes advantage of it, learns this. It looks hard, but it's really not that hard. I teach it to all my students. On their very first lesson, we start with the very first section, and then depending on how fast they learn or how quickly or how much they practice, some of them get through the whole thing in just a few lessons, and you get to practice it all the way till Christmas. Now, like right now, we're in a rush job. We're about to be at Christmas, but I teach it year round, no matter what time, when I get the new student, we automatically start right then, and that way they have months to get ready. So Susie's asking, where's the sheet music at? If you go to the Orangutan or Lion page, it's inside, it's on the page in the feed, but I also put it in the event. So it's there also, and then I also, anybody that shared it anywhere, I tried to go back and put the link there as well, but sometimes when you share it, I don't know if it got shared or not, where it got shared, so, but it's a Dropbox link. But if you can't print it out or you can't find it right now, it's not a huge deal. It's really easy. We'll go over it all, and I can actually tell you, and you can write it down if you need to as we go along. And you can print it up later. So, all right, let's see what else we have in here. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything, any questions or anything. All right. Sunshine is asking if you should friend Pete McCarty directly. Yes, go to his personal Facebook page and friend him there. Feel free to friend me as well. I'm friends with, if you have a ukulele, I know you're cool, so we're friends. It's automatic, you know, so just friend me on Facebook and friend Pete on Facebook. Actually, anybody that's on this list right here, anybody you see, just automatically friend them. Because you know they're cool. If they're here to learn a ukulele song, they've got to be cool. So the ukulele community is great. Like I said, I go down to Florida and I see Susie, and I meet her Florida friends down there. I go to Memphis with Pete and all the ukulele family there, Nashville, Atlanta, Cincinnati, all over Indiana, Michigan, Atlanta, all over Alabama. I've been around a little bit, just a little bit, but every year I go more and more. This year I didn't, but that's the deal. Ukulele people are great. All right, I guess we're going to get started. So if you have your sheets printed out, you have your ukuleles tuned, we'll be ready to go. All right? All right, take a deep breath. Even if you're a beginner, I can't remember who it was. They said they've only been playing for 2 months. You will learn how to basically play this today, and then you will be able to practice it and then get it, okay? If you do have any questions, you can go ahead and put it in there. There's a little bit of a lag or whatever by the time I get the question, so I'm not ignoring you. It just hasn't come up yet. So, all right. Let's give it a shot. All right, so if you printed up the page, and sorry my head's getting blocked off, but I want you to see my ukulele more than my face. This is going to be more important. So the first section is on the A string only, and I'm going to over-explain things just because I know we have people of all different abilities right now. So it's G, C, E, A, right? A is the string that's furthest from your chin when you're playing. G, C, E, A. Giant cockroaches eat apples, right? The A string. 90% of the song is going to be on the A string. You're not going to do any strumming today. It's just going to be plucking, okay? Just plucking with your finger. You don't need a pick or anything. You just use your finger, okay? So at the top of the thing, it says, first section, pluck just that string on that fret, no strumming, okay? The A string, the first section is 3, 2, 3, 0, which means you're going to pluck the third fret. You're going to pluck down here, but you're going to have your third finger on the third fret, and then the second fret is next with your middle finger, and then back with your ring finger for the third, and then open, right? So here's what it should sound like. 3, 2, 3, 0. Only on that string, you only pluck that. That's it. That's the very beginning. And guess what? You just learned almost half of the song. Almost the very beginning of the song starts out, the very end is that, and it comes back around. And if you need to say it out loud, say it out loud. when I teach it to my students, that's what I tell them. 3, 2, 3, oh, 3, 2, 3, oh, 3, 2, 3, oh. And if you look at the first section, at the very end, all the way on the right, it says times 4. So you're going to do that whole thing times 4, okay? And then we're going to go to the second section. And I know we're moving a little quick, but I said this earlier. So this is being recorded, hopefully, and it'll be saved. After we're done with it, you can come back to Orangutan or Lion page and watch the Facebook Live, the recording of it. And you can verify what I'm telling you now, just in case you can't remember it, okay? It says Tabitha says she can't hear anything, but then somebody else says you can. So if you can hear me or can't hear me, say something in there, but I'm watching the feed too, and it's coming through. Yep, somebody's saying the video's fine, so it might be Tabitha's... internet. Sorry, Tabitha. Either way, hopefully she'll come back and watch the video, okay? All right, so here it is. 3, 2, 3, oh, 3, 2, 3, oh, 3, 2, 3, oh, 3, 2, 3, oh. That's the beginning. So somebody's saying if it is freezing, maybe reload it and it'll work out for you, hopefully. All right, the second part, we're going to move down there. You're going to put your third finger, which is your ring finger, on the 7th fret. Now, some people have never been down to the 7th fret. Today, we're going to the 7th fret. Actually, we're going to go down to the 12th fret. But don't worry about that yet. Right now, we're just going to go to the 7th fret. So, your ring finger on the 7th fret, your middle finger on the 5th fret, and your pointer finger on the 3rd fret. And if you can't stretch your hand like that, usually I tell my students to move their hand a little bit like a chicken wing, right? Lift your elbow up just a little bit, and it helps you stretch your fingers longer. And if you can't do that, you can do this. You can do one finger at a time, but try to use the finger I'm telling you to use. Don't move one finger the whole way, because if you can get your other fingers to do what you want them to do, it'll make the song a lot smoother and keep it in time. And then I'm going to show you some tricks towards the end on how you can play this song with others, but not play the exact same thing the whole time. Some of you have probably seen my videos of Carol the Bells, where I have 3 screens and I'm doing 3 different parts at the same time. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to do that by yourself or with your friends or whatever. All right? So this next part is 7, 5, 7, 3. So 7 is usually that's the second dot, but some people do have a dot on 3. But the 7th fret, it's just going to be that A string again. 7, 5, 7, 3. 7, 5, 7, 3. And I'm moving my fingers way out of the way just to put the emphasis so you can tell which finger I'm using. But usually I do this. I don't move my fingers a whole bunch, but you guys need to see it so you can see what I'm doing. But all I'm doing is using my thumb. You can use your pointer if you want to pluck or whatever. But it 7, 5, 7, 3. 7, 5, 7, 3. It's a little harder than the first section. But you guys can do it. Even the beginners, you guys can do this. All right, Tabitha's back. That's awesome. All right. I'm scanning the comments too, just to make sure there's no questions or anything, but I'm glad Tabitha's back. All right, so the next part we're not going to do just yet. So when you're practicing, try to do the first part by itself. 3, 2, 3, oh, 3, 2, 3, oh. And try not to rush. I just sped up. Sorry about that. So try not to rush. try to keep it in time. 3, 2, 3, oh, 3, 2, 3, oh. And if you need to go slower than that, then go slower than that. That's the best way to learn something, is slow it down and then slowly speed it up. But once you have this down, then practice this section. 7, 5, 7, 3, 7, 5, 7, 3. A little high for me. All right. And then practice going from the first section to the second section, and then back to the first section, back to the third section. It's not really the way a song goes, but that is going to help you learn how to transition from one section to the other section, okay? So we're not going to go over all that right now. We're going to move on to the really long third section. And it looks crazy, right? It's a lot of numbers there. What are we going to do? All right, so I made this so you can play it on any ukulele. 12th fret, even if you have a small ukulele, a soprano, you will have 12 frets. A lot of people have concerts or tenors. Some people have baritones that won't work exactly for this, or long necks and stuff, and they have extra frets. But we're just going to start on the 12th fret, and it's going to be on the A string again, right? Giant cockroaches eat apples. A string, 12th fret. Usually, well, different people have different things, but sometimes there's 2 dots on the 12th fret. Sometimes. Sometimes the 12th fret is your last fret. So figure out what the 12th fret is for you, and that's where you start. And if you look at the note, right below it says third section, start with your third finger. So your third finger is your ring finger. That's where you're going to start. And you'll see in the very middle of the long row of numbers, there's a little extra space in there. There's really not a lot of little space in there, but when I'm teaching it, I leave that space there so that way you can learn the first part of the third section and the second part of the third section. If you don't have dots on yours, just count it. And sometimes they're on the side too. So different people have different things. But the main thing is count 12 down, and it should be there. So you start there. And all right, Jeremy, leave Tabitha alone. All right. So that's where you're going to start. So you're going to start with your ring finger there, and let's just concentrate on that first part of the third section. 12, 12, 10, 8, 7, 7. Sounds crazy, but guess what? Even if you don't learn it right now, for this Christmas, you will have it down by next Christmas with no problem, all right? So it's 12, 12, 10, 8, 7, 7. Now that last part, you're going to use your ring finger here, your middle finger here, and then on the 8th fret, you're going to use your pointer finger. But once you do that, you do have to move down the board. But we're going to worry about that in a second. So after you do 8, 7, 7, you just move your pointer finger 1 down. So get your fingers ready. 12, 10, and 8. And if you can't do it, if you can't stretch your fingers out, then just at least have that finger there. 12, 12, 10, 8, 7, 7. 12, 12, 10, 8, 7, 7. 12, 12, 10, 8, 7, 7. Just practice that over and over again. After a while, you'll get it, and believe me, some people like, oh, I'll never be able to do that. All of my students, every single one, doesn't matter what age, how young, how old, what musical background they have, every single one of them have learned this and can play it. And some of them even have it memorized to where they don't even have to look anymore. So you can do it. No matter where you are in your musical journey, in your life, you can do it. It might not be today, it might not be next week, but you can do it. All right, so don't get discouraged. So let's try that again real quick. 12, 12, 10, 8, 7, 7. 12, 12, 10, 8, 7, 7, right? All right. So the next part, we're going to have to move this pointer finger down. 5, 3. Once you get down to that 3, you're going to lock it down. That's going to be your anchor. Remember, in the second section, we did this, right? We're right back to that same part. We're not going to do exactly the same thing, but we are going to do, we're still going to use the same notes, but in a different way. And I know Lori just asked, what's the difference between red and green numbers? That is a great question, and we are going to get to that. I just don't want to give too much right away, but towards the end, I'm going to start wrapping it up and giving you some other ideas of how to make this thing work for you. All right, so here we go. So this next part, we're going to start, remember we did 7, 7, the first part of the third section. Now we're going to move down to the 5, usually has a dot right there, 5, and then move it down again to 3, but then use that as an anchor, leave that finger there, and then use your middle finger for that 5, 5, and then use your ring finger for the 7, and then back to 5, back to 3, and then back to 2 opens. I know that sounds like a lot. So you're on 7. This is for the second section. 5, 3, 5, 5, 7, 5, 3, oh, oh. All right. All right, so we're at the 7 for the first section, or the first part of the third section. So we're going to go to 5, 3, 5, 5, 7, 5, 3, oh, oh. All in the same string, one pluck, no strum. Oh, sorry. And it sounds weird without the first part in there, but that's how it goes. So, same thing that we did in the first section and the second section. For the third section, learn the first part of the third section, practice it a whole bunch by itself. Then practice the second part of the third section back and forth. And then slowly try to put it all together. Put it all together. Once you get all that together, then try to put the first section, the second section, and the third section together. Now, I told you in the first section, you do it 4 times, right? And then the second section, you do that 4 times, and then you move to the third section. You do the whole thing 2 times. So it's the whole section 2 times for the third section, okay? All right. Whew. Everyone take a deep breath. You guys did it. You went all the way down to the 2nd fret, or the 12th fret on the 1 string. Now this next section is all going to be up here, right where most of us are comfortable with, but it's going to be still plucking or picking on 2 strings, okay? All right, so this part, we're going to start with the E string. So if you look, there's 2 strings listed. When you see tablature or music, you read all the lines from, well, I'm not going to do left from right because I think I'm right to left when you guys are watching me. But anyways, you read it, all the lines from left to right. All the lines from left to right. So whatever note or tablature note comes first, that's what you play first on whatever string it needs to be played on. So I only have 2 of the strings listed because I didn't want to overwhelm anybody getting 4 strings on there. What do I do with the other strings? You're not going to do anything with the other 2 strings. You're barely going to touch the E string tonight. All right? All right, so you start with the E string, and it's 0, 2, 4, right? So E string, giant cockroaches eat, right? That's the E string. O means open, right? So nothing. And then you're going to go O, 2, 4, right? And O, 2, 4. Now try to use your pointer finger for 2 and your ring finger for 4. Because when you switch to, we're going to do the A string next, it's going to go O, 2, 3, right? So you want to make sure that'll make it flow so you aren't moving your hand around. You're going to just do this, O, 2, 4. Oh, sorry, O, 2, 4, O, 2, 3, 2, O, O. Oh, sorry, I messed that up. So you do both strings. That is the whole section, doing both strings twice. So you do O, 2, 4 on the E string, O, 2, 4. And then you go to the A string, O, 2, 3, 2, O, O. And same thing, take it nice and slow. If you need to do the one string first and then the second string, practice it and then put them together. Do whatever you need to do to make it happen. So that is the whole song. All you do is you start from the beginning, as you see, and it says repeat from the top as many times as you want. And then always end back on the first section. Now, even that's the beginning of the song. That's the way I end the song. But if you listen to Mannheim Steamroller and different people, they have multiple instruments, all sorts of stuff going on, and they end doing multiple things at the same time. But just to keep it easy, the other thing is, you know how I have it listed 4 times this section, 4 times that section, 2 times this section, 2 times that section. You will listen to other people play this song, and they will do the first section 8 times, but they will slowly build more instruments as they're in the first section. So they might do it 8 times, they might do it 16 times, but they're adding something, drums, bass guitar, violins, whatever they're doing. So do whatever you want with it, but that's the way I teach it. 4, 4, 2, 2. So that way you don't have to go, how many times am I doing this section? Is this 3 or 4 or 7 or 8 or 12? Just 4, 4, 2, 2. So, so the end part is just the beginning part. And then let the last note ring out. Let it ring out. All right? All right, I'm scanning a little bit for questions. So if you have a question, this is a good time. I know we've done everything, but we still got a little bit more. I'm going to, like Lori was asking, what's the colors? Why is everything color-coded differently? So we're going to go on to that. I want to make sure everybody knows what's going on. Let's see what we got. There's a little bit of time delay between me talking and you guys hearing it, and then you guys typing something and me seeing it back. So I don't see any questions so far, but if there is, I'll get to it when it comes up. All right, so Lori was asking, yes, shake the uke, Teresa. Some people do that at the end. They'll go, oh, sorry. And that keeps the vibration going just a tad longer than it normally would, right? All right. All right, so why is it color-coded, Kirk? So 2 things. When you're playing this song, once you have it down, don't worry about it at the beginning, but as you get it down, the name of the song is Carol of the Bells, right? Right? So, you want them to ring out like bells the whole song. So don't rush through it. That's not a bell, right? And if you hear that, I'm putting the emphasis on that 3. That's what the color coding is for. The 3 is read in the first section, the 7 is read in the second section, and in the third section, there's actually 4 different notes that are read. And those are the notes that are going to ring out just a little longer and then rush the rest of them just a little bit. You'll get the feel of it. It has a little bit of a swing to it. And then in the fourth section, there's two frets that have red on it, which means let them out. If you don't have dots on your uke, just count it out, or sometimes they're on the side. I don't know if you heard that when, sorry, yeah. Sometimes they're on the side, but Tabitha. All right. Why are there 3 dots after the second 7 and a long section before the 5? So the only reason why I did that, Mary, it was when I'm teaching it to my students, or you guys right now, I want them to break the 2 sections apart and learn the first part of the third section, then learn the second part of the third section, and then learn how to play them together. So that's the only reason that there's extra lines there, if that's what you're asking about. All right, let's see what else we got. Any other questions? So, all right, so we're not done yet. If you guys are interested. So some of you have probably seen my video that I posted. There's 3 of me in 3 different Christmas shirts playing 3 different parts of Carol the Bells. This song, every section goes together. So say you are playing with a few other people and they aren't quite ready to do the 12 part, you know, all that. They can play the first part, the whole song, as long as they stay in time and you stay in time with them. As long as you don't start rushing and start playing really fast, you can play the whole song. Now, you don't need to go that fast. I was going fast. I'm trying to make sure this video is as short as possible with still getting all the information you need. All right? So say somebody's like, oh, well, I can do the first part and the second part. Well, then all of you start on the first part together. Do that 4 times. And then all of you who are able, go to the second section. And then if whoever's able can go to the third section, they go to the third section. Somebody can stay on the first section. Someone can do the first and then get to the second section and stay there. And then at the very end, when it goes back to the first section, the person doing the second section can go back to the first section also, and then gradually go to the second section again, while whoever can go to the third section and the fourth section. I hope that's not all confusing. Watch my video where there's 3 of us playing, 3 of me playing, and you'll see what I mean, how one of them just sits there and does this. And then one of the other one transitions to the second section, and then it stays there for the rest of the time. All right, so I'm going to play the whole thing. You guys can play with me, or you could do what I just did and stay on the first section. So this is going to take time. For those of you who haven't done instrumentals before, or like I said, people that haven't gone below the 5th fret before. But once you start visualizing where things are on your uke, whether you have dots or not, if you can start visualizing where 12 is, where 10 is, hey, there's a dot, that's 7. So 1 more than 7 is 8. 1 less than 7 is 6. Usually there's a dot at 5, 7, 10, and 12. If there isn't, then there isn't. If there's only a dot on some of them. But whatever it is, you learn your uke and start to visualize where things are, because the next instrumental that you learn, you'll sort of already know where some of the frets are without having to count them, or is this 5 or is this 7? So you'll get it. All right, so this next section, or the last thing, we're going to play it. I'm still looking to see if there's any questions or anything. All right. All right, I don't see anything. So let's try to play it. We're going to do it really slow the first time, and then we'll speed it up a tad. And don't get frustrated if you can't do it, because like I said, when I teach my students, it doesn't matter how old, young, what musical background they have, nobody gets it the first day. This is your first day learning this, so don't worry about it. Some people might get it. They might have played something similar and like, yeah, this is super easy. But if this is your first time doing an instrumental or the first time going below the 5th fret, don't worry about it. Just do what you can and take the time to learn it, and by next Christmas you will have it. Maybe even by this Christmas if you practice a little bit every day. All right. You guys ready? We're going to start right here. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to start with the first note. All right? All right, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to keep it slow and steady, okay? I'm going to try not to put all the extra emphasis on it yet either. I might, but I'm going to try not to because I'm used to doing it. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the front. All right? Now, you can keep the song going or whatever, but I don't want to keep doing that. I want to make sure there's any questions. Put them in there, and I'll answer them for you. But this is, I released another video. This is actually last year for all of our Huntsville people. We got together right before Christmas, and I did a workshop with, I don't know if there's 30 or 40 people in the audience. And we all learned Carol the Bells. I taught everybody Carol the Bells, and then we played it. So I didn't post the workshop from last year. I didn't get a recording of it, but somebody recorded the end of it, all of us playing together. So you'll be able to listen to that, and you'll be able to hear some people hitting wrong notes here and there, but they're just learning. So don't feel bad. That's just the way it is. But you'll hear that after we do it a little bit, people start to hone in. Oh, okay, here's what we're doing at this speed. And so that's why usually I would do this workshop live here in Huntsville for our local groups, but that's not going to happen, so I'm doing it live for everybody. All right, and like I said, for those of you who showed up late, this will be recorded, I think, and it'll be on the Orangutan or Lion page, right where we are, right where you started, and you'll be able to watch it again. This is free, okay? This is free. So the only thing I'm asking, hopefully, is if you could like my page or follow my page or share one of my videos or blah, 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 all that stuff. Any of that stuff would be appreciated. I'm not looking for any compensation or anything. I would have done it for free here in Huntsville, so now you get it for free everywhere. And I hope everybody has a great holiday, and I hope everybody stays safe, and I hope you play ukulele a whole bunch. I see Annie just arrived. We're actually done, Annie. But it'll be recorded so you can watch the whole thing later, okay? It'll be on the Orangutan or Lion page. Anyways, if anybody has any questions, I'll hang out for a little longer if you guys have any questions. And thank you so much. I see everybody saying thank you and stuff like that. And we'll hang out a little longer. If anybody wants to, I can play it again and you guys can play along with me. Let me move that out of the way. We can go a little bit faster if you want. Thanks, everybody. I see everybody saying thanks. I know the feed's coming late, so I hope everybody learns it. I hope everyone practices it, and that would be great to even see your videos. If you guys actually learn the whole thing, record a video and post it on YouTube or Facebook or whatever you're comfortable with, or just send me a message with you doing it once and just say, I learned it. That'd be great. That'd be the greatest payment right there. So I'm looking to see if there's any. All right, I see a couple of people saying play it again, so let's do it again. All right, we'll start there. And anybody that's leaving, thank you for coming, and have a great Christmas. All right, or holiday, or whatever you celebrate. All right, so let's start again. All right, Sunshine, I'm going to answer that when we get done playing this, okay? A lot of people ask me that. All right, let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the whole thing again. Second section. Let the last note ring out. I know Don was saying maybe the second section sounds like a good way to end. If you're playing with multiple people, you can both end somewhere different. So here's another deal. There are chords that go along with this song. It's a little harder to do it. You actually do all of what I just did, but with chords in the middle of it. So it's a little harder to play it here, and I'm not very good at it yet, but I've done it before where I'm like, all right, I can do this, and by the time Christmas comes around, I have to go, I have to learn it again. But there are chords that go with it, so if you, I think it's Ukulele Hunt is where I found the chords for it, and it actually had the same notes that I was using, but then it used chords. And then if you look, there's a lot of different versions where people use different instruments, like I said. There's one that just got released yesterday, and I can't remember his name. I think it's Steve up in Northeast somewhere. He added a bass. His friend played bass over it. And then you can use any instrument. It doesn't matter what it is. Piano, ukulele, guitar, bass, violin, drums where you want it, hand claps, whatever you want to do. Just have fun with it. It's supposed to be fun. It's the holidays, and we're just having fun. So, all right, Orangutan or Lion. Sunshine, I think, was asking that, right? All right, so Sunshine wanted to know why is it orangutan or lion? So one of them is pretty obvious. Sometimes I have a full beard, and my adult life, everyone has always said I look like a lion when I have my full beard and my hair out and stuff, and sometimes it's puffier or whatever. And then also, I'm very goofy. A lot of you that have been following me or people that are friends with me know I am goofy and I'm willing to do weird things and just have fun, very playful, like an orangutan. And the orangutans are orange. So I sort of just put that in there. I'm not asking people to call me orangutan or lion. It's just, it's like my dual personality when I'm on stage. I do, the lion part also is the serious part. Being brave enough to play songs that are going to make you cry, or I do that as well. And I know right now we're not going to get into that, but people have been following me for a while. They say things to me like, why are you always crying, Kirk? I don't mind getting serious. I'm not scared getting serious at all. So, but I definitely love to have fun too. So, so right now is a fun time, but maybe you'll see me a lion somewhere else if you watch some of my other videos. But most of them are pretty playful. One of the videos I just released from last year, re-released or re-put out, it's not release, is talking about don't be afraid. Go watch that video and you'll see the lion side right there. There's no music in it, but you will see the lion side in that. So, all right, let me look to see if there's any more questions. Dawn says she's going to have it memorized and she's going to perform it live tomorrow on Facebook Live. Is that right, Dawn? I hope you do. All right. Tabitha. It sounds like the real song? I hope it does. I hope it does. It should just be the basis and then you can add anything you want. And it is in the key of C. So a lot of those notes that you're using up the neck are the same notes you would use if you were soloing for a song that is in the key of C. Jim Allen, Viking. Yes, I have a Viking picture, and that's what actually brought me and Jim together, Jim Allen together, is he found a photo of me before he even met me, before we were friends on Facebook. He found a photo of me holding a ukulele and a Viking helmet. And I think he used it somewhere. And then later on, we were friends, and then he realized, oh my gosh, that's the Viking dude. So that was my orangutan side. I like having fun, so all right, I think we're going to wrap it up because I think the longer the video is, the more it's intimidating for people. Like, I don't want to watch an hour video on how to learn a song. It really didn't take an hour to teach you guys how to play it. We talked along the way, answered some questions. I showed you a lot of stuff that maybe you didn't need to know. Other people did need to know. So either way, thanks for coming. Like or follow Orangutan or Lion, and also friend me. My personal page. As long as you have a ukulele, we're friends. So, heck, we're probably almost family, right? I hope everyone had a great time, and happy holidays. Be safe. Thank you so much. I don't know how to end this thing. There it is. All right.